stay in this position because this is the first position. Just let your arms relax, let them fall to the floor, everything, keep your body upright. I'm going to move my arms, don't you move yours, just leave them where they are. So where we're heading to is we're going to take the arms away like this, up to this position here opposite the heart. But it's the way we do it is really important now. So we're going to include some of the stuff we did earlier. So you're in the first position and we're going up the second, but when you lift your arms up, first of all, I want you to feel like your arms are very, very heavy. And the second thing is that when you lift them, and they have to be done simultaneously, these two things. When you lift from approximately, can I reach this far? Possibly. From roughly speaking, between your two shoulder blades here, it's like this is the winch that lifts the arms up between your two shoulder blades. So you need to engage that bit of your spine. And what actually happens is when you engage it is that it opens slightly and it actually pushes very slightly backwards, but hardly at all. You can feel it on people, but it's not massive. It's a tiny bit. The point is that this back on my back is my point of lifting from there. So off we go. So I'm going to feel like my arms are really, really heavy. I'm trying not to use any muscles to lift my arms up at all. I'm actually trying to engage my back to do the work for me. I'm not worrying about bending my knees and all that as well. I'm just staying in the middle at the moment and I'm here. Now my arms really feel very, very heavy now. I know that I've mainly engaged this part of the deltoid muscle, the front aspect of the deltoid. I will have engaged something else in order to lift it as well, but it's mainly up here. Okay, and just bring them down again. So the skill here is to be able to lift with very, very heavy arms. So you're trying to use no muscles whatsoever, but you're trying to use your back to make the lift happen. So off we go. And then you release. Okay, so the next thing that people do is they use their neck to do the lifting. So suddenly you've stopped using your back between the shoulder blades and you've started using your neck. And it's possible to do that. The only problem is it'll give you a stiff neck, possible headache, and you don't really want that. So again, be really conscious. So start observing what you're doing with your neck and consciously let go of it. Because this here, level with me on my back, shoulder blades, is the bit I should be using to do this lift. Okay, so I'm very consciously going to make my arms feel so heavy even before I start to lift them. Now, the act of doing that alone, I felt my neck undo and I felt between my shoulder blades undo. Okay, so I'm now feeling between my shoulder blades and my arms are very, very heavy. I'm beginning to lift and I'm really concentrating on engaging that bit between my shoulder blades as if that is the motor which is lifting the arms up. Okay, stay there. Now, just assuming you've got it in the right position, the next thing we're going to do, and don't do it quite yet, is you're going to lift your hands up, turning them palm down and then towards your screen. So watch me first. I'm going to carry on, my palms turning down. I'm now up at eye height, but I'm going higher than eye height. I'm going above my head. So I'm actually this sort of height up here somewhere. Now, to do that, so I'm assuming you're still here. To do that, what I had to do is the point of focus between my two shoulder blades, as I lifted the hands up, the point of focus started to lower. So in other words, I felt something happening in my spine, moving down my spine in order to make the hands go. This in effect is the same as a seesaw. You push down on one side of the seesaw and the other side lifts, and that's precisely what we want. It's just not a very obvious seesaw. So assuming that you're still here, I'm now going to turn my hands down whilst lifting them. I'm now engaging, I'm actually pushing my lower back out very slightly, not my lower back, sorry, my lower thoracics out. and I'm now gone above my head. So now I've actually, to get here, I've actually engaged somewhere down here. What's that level with? Oh, the bottom of my rib cage and a little bit lower. So possibly opposite tummy button. Yeah, roughly speaking, opposite tummy button. Yeah. So I've actually used that bit of my back to get my hands up to here. Okay, let's come down again and go back to the side. So now we're going to do all three bits. 0, that's the first bit. So this is your position 1, nothing. And the more you can let go here, feel how heavy your arms are, the better. Okay, so now we're going into position 2. So really heavy arms, engage between your shoulder blades. You can even feel like you're pushing that bit very gently backwards. Relax your neck, do not use your neck. The arms are heavy as anything, it's so heavy as you lift them up. Okay, I can feel a few little tendons pinging away there in my right shoulder where I wrenched it the other day. Yeah, so that's got to here. Okay, I haven't engaged my neck, so that's relaxed still. Now I'm going to make my arms still feel heavy. I'm going to carry on lifting. Now the point on my back is dropping. I actually feel like I'm pushing my spine out very slightly, as if I'm leading with that. And if someone had their hand on my spine behind me, they would feel my spine pushing them very slightly if they had their fingertips on my spine. Now circle the hands sideways so that the elbows go down. My knees are, I haven't bent my legs, you know, I'm not worrying about that for the moment. So I'm here, and then we're going to the 5th position, which is your full cycle. So we'll look again at going from here to here and what's involved at another point, but this is the 5th position where we finish off, and then you would just lower your hands. And we haven't used the legs, so you don't really need to do this.